Hi, I'm Emmanuel Xavier, and you're watching Out at the Center.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Take your time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it right. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Principals from the Big Four accounting firms share their experiences of coming out and being out in corporate America in a program called Not So Straight to the Top.
Not So Straight to the Top, I found that to be an amazing title. And working in a construction company as a gay person is not an easy thing. I am not totally out. I am still, after all these years, trying to see how one maybe sets the example, because the construction world is also full of gays, but there is never that first one that comes out and says, I'm gay. So I am thrilled to hear tonight to see how the big corporations and those that became partners in the big companies managed, and maybe they will share with us their life experiences and their work experiences.
I just assumed that I was going to have to be in the closet. I already had my mind made up and set, but I just knew that I was not going to be able to be out, is what I thought, just based on all the literature I'd read, people I'd spoken to. The first project that I worked on was with someone that I knew was out, an openly gay senior manager, and it just it came up naturally, actually. And once that first time happened, it just became a whole lot easier.
I found that every time I did tell my personal story, I had another way to connect with people. I would learn something about them that I didn't expect. They may have a brother or a sister who was gay. They may have some other way to connect with me that I had not even anticipated. So I think I was limiting myself, and I wasn't giving the other people enough credit by withholding information as long as I did.
I really just think that I put myself out there every day, just who I am, take it or leave it. And, maybe it's because I'm old enough that the partnership's almost ready to force me out. You do have to retire at a certain age. And so I always tease people I'm at the what the hell stage of my partnership.
Do you look at it as a disadvantage? You can look at it in many different ways depending on your particular situation. But I happen to be gay. I also happen to be half African American and half Hispanic. So in theory, what, 3 strikes against me? No. It's you be honest about who you are, and I think if you're honest about who you are, other people are very comfortable.
When you go to a partner meeting, even if it's just U.S. partners, like you're there with 2,000 of your best friends, most of whom you don't know, and then when you look around, you're lucky if 200 of those 2,000 people are women. And then you're also like, who else is, gay? Oh, well, you really can't tell that. So one of the other partners and I actually decided, we pushed an email out to the sort of blind list of partners and agreed to meet in a room to see what would happen. So it was the best partner meeting I've ever been to because it was me and 12 gay men doing karaoke together for the evening. Okay?
I got invited into the office, managing partner's office in Detroit the next day, and he said, Chris, we've taken a look at what the firm is doing in Chicago around gay pride, and we are we're sadly at a deficit in Detroit in participating in any of the events. In fact, we don't even know what the events are, and we realized that was a bad place to start. And he suggested that I would, immediately lead the charge in Detroit and make Detroit an example, not just in the Midwest, but in the firm.
I think we as out gay partners, and this is happening a whole lot more, we're comfortable, certainly talking about this. I think we need to get our straight allies more comfortable talking about these things at the leadership levels. I think that if you can, someone who is known, people know, or is straight, a senior leader in our firm, speaking to younger staff, if some of these these supporting kind of messages are coming from people who aren't gay, I think it's actually much more compelling.
And that's all for this excerpt of Out at the Center. If you want to see the full show, check it out on our website at gaycenter.org/out. Until next time, I'm Emmanuel Xavier. Goodbye.